Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be all about how to get noticed by big brands on Instagram and possibly featured or reposted. So this is a very important topic for someone that is an aspiring influencer or someone that just wants to grow their following on Instagram and other platforms. That is why people are always constantly tagging brands and trying to get noticed, because when you're reposted by a huge brand with maybe millions of followers, it obviously gives you a ton of exposure. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. What are the key things that I really believe that will help you get reposted, and kind of how I take my pictures, what I use, my setup, a little bit into my setup, because I do want to do a whole video on this kind of room and how I take my photos, like what lights I use. So we're just going to go over what I think you should be doing if you want to get noticed by big brands on Instagram and get featured or reposted. So the first one is going to be, don't tag 100 different brands. And by this I mean you only want to tag the brand that you specifically want to feature your work or your photos. So basically, if you're using a certain product by a brand that you want to get featured by, only tag that product, only mention that product in your description. Obviously don't mention other brands, don't tag other brands. I know a lot of people want to tag as many brands as possible so that they can get featured. Hopefully one of the brands will see them. But in my research, that's not the case with a lot of brands. If you go through a brand's Instagram and click on the people that they do feature, they typically only mention that brand, or they'll only tag that specific brand, or only use that brand on their entire face. So for me, obviously I'm going to be talking about makeup brands a lot of this video, but this goes for anything. The reason for this is because a brand won't want to repost your photo if the highlight of the photo or the focal point of the photo is the lipstick, but you only used their brand on your eyes. They obviously want to advertise their products, so it wouldn't make sense to repost a photo that, you know, really focuses on the lipstick if it's not their brand. The second one is, please don't use filters. So this kind of depends, because I think this really goes for people that are focusing on makeup. I think filters are easier to get away with if you're trying to be featured by a clothing brand or just a larger kind of style Instagram, if you know what I mean. Like they have a larger following and you just want to get featured. Like there's a bunch that I follow that are like style inspiration. Those kinds are a little bit easier to get away with if you're using filters. As long as you're showing your style and your clothing pieces, it doesn't really matter what color they are. As far as makeup goes, you really want to show off the color and the texture and exactly how the makeup looks in real life, which is why I suggest not using filters. And honestly, if not used properly, can take away from the quality of the photo. And if you look at a lot of makeup brands' Instagrams, they typically repost photos that are extremely high quality, very crisp and well lit photos. So that's what you're going to want to do, which is why I suggest not using filters. For the best quality photos, I use a ring light, my Sony a5100 camera, or my iPhone. I do find that iPhone photos are really high quality as well. And I also love to use this iPhone camera remote. So you can just set up your iPhone on a tripod, which is what I do, and then I just use this Bluetooth iPhone camera remote to take all of my photos. It just makes it so you're not like this in all of your photos trying to take a picture like that. You can just kind of go hands-free and just hide this wherever and take the picture however you want. So it makes it a lot easier. I got this tip from Maddie Bernard. If you don't follow her on YouTube, you should definitely check her out. I also follow her on Instagram, where she mentioned this, and it really is a lifesaver. So I will have all this stuff linked down below if you guys do want to check out my camera photo setup. The next thing is follow the vibe of the page that you'd like to be featured on. And by this I mean, do your research, look at the brand's Instagram. Usually brands will have a theme to their Instagram, which you are going to want to follow in your photos if they are the brand that you'd like to get featured on. For example, if you look at Too Faced Instagram, which is a beauty brand, a well-known beauty brand, every picture that they have reposted or posted has a pink theme. So if it's not completely pink, the person is either wearing a pink makeup look or has pink earrings on, a pink shirt on. So if they're the brand that you'd like to get noticed by, I would definitely recommend having something in your photo be pink, whether it's your shirt or whatever it may be. Your makeup look probably if it's all Too Faced, will definitely catch their eye. So I obviously recommend following the vibe, do your research. When I got reposted on Morphe's Instagram, I really truly believe that it was because the way I took my photo was exactly the kind of photo that they typically repost. It was really high quality, the makeup was trendy at the time, and it was basically just an advertisement for their makeup, which is what brands love. Obviously, they want to showcase their makeup, and because it was so up close, it really showed the makeup in a beautiful way, and it was a high quality photo. I really believe that that is why I got reposted. Actually pretty self-explanatory, and it is only post your best work. So I believe that if you're not 100% proud of the photo that you're posting, no one else is going to see the beauty in it. This kind of goes into manifesting things. I totally believe in the power of the universe and manifesting things and believing and receiving, so I definitely think that if you are posting things that you are not 100% happy with and proud of, they will not get noticed. So just keep that in mind, and it's just gonna feel better if you have a full page of things that you really love, and photos and makeup looks or whatever it may be that you're extremely proud of, and it's gonna show, and you probably will get noticed. So with my photo that got reposted, it was honestly crazy because it was the one photo that I almost knew was going to get reposted. It was just a weird feeling I had. I loved the look. I knew that it was a trendy look at the time. I knew it was a great photo and that the colors were vibrant and perfect and exactly how they looked in real life. And I just knew and I believed that it would get noticed, and it did. Okay, and the last one is following trends. You guys need to be keeping up with trends. Brands love trends and need to be extremely trendy or their products won't sell as well. People will always want the newest, hottest thing, so you need to be following all of the brands, people, and accounts that are really keeping up with trends in your specific niche. So that's it, you guys. I hope this video was helpful for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to subscribe down below if you do like these kinds of videos and you like my channel. And you guys can also click the links down below if you guys want to pick up any of the things that I mentioned in this video as far as photography and how I take my photos. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram. It will be in the end card you're about to see. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Thank you.